Wait, really? You get some free entertainment. Welcome back, super friends and super family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to The Terminal. So continuing, of course, some more Steven Spielberg classic film reactions. If you haven't seen any of my other Steven Spielberg reactions, I have a whole playlist with a bunch of them. Feel free to check that out. But for The Terminal, I know that Tom Hanks is in this movie. I believe this movie is a comedy about a man stuck at an airport terminal. And that's it. Maybe I'm off, but I'm just kind of putting it together from what I've heard about this film and seeing the poster. Of course, I do know I have heard of this film as a Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg collaboration, and it might be nice, you know, I've been recently checking out some more serious Spielberg movies like Empire of the Sun, you know, which I love, was a phenomenal film, but just to kind of take a break from maybe the more serious Spielberg, go to a more comedic, lighthearted Spielberg. I could be wrong. Maybe this is going to be a straight up drama about the terrors of being stuck at an airport. Maybe it's not even about being stuck at an airport. Who knows? And is this going to be connected in universe to Tom Hanks in Castaway? That could be interesting. I also don't know when this movie came out, as far as like where in Spielberg's career he was. I want to say, as a random guess, early 2000s, but I guess I'll find out soon. But as always, if you want to watch the full unedited reaction to this movie, all my movies are up on Patreon. Thank you. I always say it, but seriously, thank you to everyone who supports there. It is what allows me to continue to do this, so all credit to you guys. I really do appreciate your generosity in that way. And if you want to watch, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for checking this video out. If you want to see more classics, more Spielberg movie reactions, feel free to leave comments down below which ones you want me to see. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Let's just get into today's reaction, The Terminal. Nice, nice. Very neat title card. Does anybody enjoy spending time at the airport? I think it's just one of those universal places like the DMV that most people have a negative association. I mean, I love traveling, but the airport portion of vacation or just traveling is not enjoyable for me. Uh-oh, he's calling the manager on you.
Please follow me.
Has anyone else been taken aside at the airport? I have. It was actually a good experience. I'll talk about it later. An in-airport shave? I mean, who hasn't been there?
161 Lexington.
There's no way Tom Cruise. I feel like, I mean, Tom Hanks. This has to be like a persona he's putting on, right?
Yes.
Little lost in translation going on here. He's sweating, though. He's nervous. That's why I feel like this has to be a cover.
I'm gonna need the passport also.
Maybe this is a more serious movie, like a thriller or something. Is that Stanley Tucci?
Customs and Border Protection here at JFK.
I'm gonna feel really dumb if I'm not recognizing him.
The Republic of Krakosia is under new leadership.
Krakosia. Krakosia. I don't think
Maybe he really is from there. I'm surprised. I would not have expected that from Tom Hanks.
represents the Liberty Rebels. Okay?
Talk about a dramatic demonstration, bro. Who's gonna have to clean up your office? Poor cleaning lady. Chips everywhere.
This time simply unacceptable.
In the entire world. In the entire world, you're unacceptable. Wow.
Anyway,
Where do I buy the Nike shoes?
okay, Mr. Bush.
Get him a translator. Come on. He clearly doesn't understand the whole situation.
Free to go anywhere you like within the confines of the International Transit Lounge.
Basically, you're a prisoner of the airport.
Okay.
I'm sure that Uncle Sam will have this all sorted out by tomorrow.
I am sure Uncle Sam will not have this sorted out by tomorrow, knowing Uncle Sam.
Now, Mr. Navorsky. Mr. Navorsky. Mr. Navorsky.
The ambient sounds of the airport are very accurate, I will just say. It's probably recorded at a real airport, right?
Through those doors. You are not to leave this building. America is closed.
You're a prisoner, you're stuck. But I will just say, like, that moving, like, camera sweep of Spielberg to, like, kind of show the scenery and add some energy to that moment. Ah, good as always.
Shout.
I mean, what would I do if I was stuck at the airport? Like, head straight to the bar, complain in whatever language I spoke about how horrible the US government is, and honestly, probably anyone would be able to relate.
Stability or find the leadership that will secure their place on the world stage.
Dang, I thought he was like a secret spy or something with an undercover, but I guess he really is from Crocotia. He's like taking the stairs, not the escalator. Good for staying in shape. I mean, you've got to feel so, like, isolated and alone, you know, where no one understands you. And then on top of that, these horrible things are happening in your home. I mean, someone's got to help this guy out, you know. I wonder if he has family back home that's in serious danger. I mean, anyone who's been to another country where you don't speak the language, there's a unique feeling of vulnerability and helplessness because you can't communicate, you know? I can very strongly relate to that. And once again, Spielberg, way to like pull the camera back in just a beautiful way to visually emphasize like how alone this guy is. How do they even do a camera move like that? Is it attached to a big crane that just is able to pull that far back? Oh shoot, dude, get your meal vouchers. Oh, great. This is what you get for being a good Samaritan. And they threw it all out. Bro, what kind of a cleanup crew is this?
I'm sorry, I don't let anyone to look at my trash without...
Are you for real? Do people make appointments? Get this poor man a bed. Those airport chairs are not comfortable. Very relatable, honestly, for anyone who's tried to sleep at an airport. Did he just take it apart? I mean, who can blame the man? He's like, I'll make the lights go out one way or another.
Waiting for me to retire or drop dead for years now.
That's so funny. What a great response.
There's a man walking around the terminal in a bathrobe.
Oh, what do you expect? You just left him there with no help. Okay, someone give this guy some direction. You cannot be doing that in the airport bathroom, bro. There's always that guy at the gym who's doing something like that, right? Anyone who's been to a public gym, there's always that old guy.
Where's your green form? I can't do anything without your green entry form. Go to the wall.
Oh, is that, what's her name? I know her. Isn't she from Guardians of the Galaxy? And Avatar?
I give you light green.
I'm sorry, but you've wasted an entire day.
He's wasted it. What is he supposed to do? Don't you just love that response? Like, there's nothing we can do for you here.
Why is he still here?
You released him, sir. You put him there.
Exactly. How are you confused by that?
You can report him in a few days.
Yeah, it could be a few days. It could be a week, 2 weeks, a month.
A month at the airport? It's like, that's worse than prison.
Hello.
Oh, he took him literally. It took him literally. I mean, if you're starving for food, does stealing really count as stealing?
And the replacements are going to be 5 minutes late.
Lit 5
That's when you escape, bro. The boss is telling you to make a run for it.
Open. Have a nice life, Mr. Nichols.
It's not going to be as simple as that, though, in a movie named The Terminal. What's going to happen?
All right, here we go. Call the airport police.
Port authorities on his way.
Wait, seriously? So they're just literally going to have him arrested? Is he going to put it together this is a setup? I'm actually pretty angry that someone as cool as Stanley Tucci would set up this poor man.
Do they pray at noon? Isn't that?
I mean, you guys are being so obvious watching him. I think he can tell something is wrong.
Where is he?
He's not as naive as you thought, bro.
I wait.
What are you looking at? What are you doing?
I mean, come on, that's hilarious. How could you not watch? I mean, there are like 500 signs saying wet floor, lady.
This belong you?
Oh, thank you.
Please, please.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I know her. That's Catherine Zeta-Jones, I think.
One of his areas, I just can't remember the gate.
Get 24.
You sure?
He's like, yes, I live here. I know everything about this place.
Pairless shoes. Second floor. Sensible heels.
Very helpful, very helpful. Is this going to be a love interest in the film? Oh, I guess she's taken, bro. Sorry. No love interest in your movie, Tom Hanks.
She gave him heel of her shoes, and he gave her a piece of the paper.
I mean, can you blame a guy coming up with conspiracy theories when you have such a boring job? It's like, what else are you going to do to pass the time? Go for it, man. Go for it. Oh, dang. I didn't realize they had that at airports.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Burger King. May I take your order?
What can you get for 75 cents at Burger King? I thought it was like 99 cents. I don't know. I don't go to Burger King very often. This is an older movie, too, so maybe back then it was 74 cents. He's like, you guys are trying to have fun. I'm trying to eat here, okay? This is my job. Oh, I love how he pats him on the head. It's Vegas, bro. It's Vegas. Oh, can't you choose another place besides Burger King? Is that really the most affordable? I wonder how this worked, like filming at an airport with so many extras. Did they shut down parts of it during filming, or did they kind of just roll the cameras and some of the people in the background are actually at the airport? I mean, how long has he been here? Oh, Friends? By the way, random side note, should I react to Friends? I've never seen the show, but it's on a top consideration list for me. There's not much more of a downer than hearing that your flight has been canceled when you're stuck at the airport. I mean, now that it's snowing, like, what has he been here for months? This poor man.
New York, 50-50.
I don't think it works like that, but...
It's a beautiful way to look at it, but I'm
Who is that actor? I recognize him. Is he the guy from Rogue One and Andor? I think it is, actually.
Liaison in charge of passenger assistance.
Oh, are you serious? Bro, I thought they were going to hire Tom Hanks to do the job. They're seriously taking away his one source of income? Come on, Stanley Tucci, how could you be so cruel?
Particularly to get rid of somebody like Victor Navorsky.
I don't know why I mean, is it just because he has nothing else to flavor his crackers? Because that is so nasty, bro. No, maybe she will be the love interest, somehow. Oh, I'm gonna guess right now she's not actually waving at him. Knew it. Oh, bro. That's rough. That is rough. Dang, pretty considerate to clean it up.
My floor. It's my job. Stay off my floor.
Well, maybe if you did your job better, he wouldn't have to do it for you.
I'm Enrique Cruz. We need to talk.
Okay, good. Enrique, you are the MVP of this movie as the first person being decent.
Help me break her. I'm her man of mystery.
I think you're her delusional man.
You help me to win her heart and you'll never go hungry again.
But that could be a good deal for Mr. Navorsky here.
Officer.
Oh no, dude, you can't say that. Oh my gosh. It'd be hilarious if she actually falls in love with him by the end of this movie.
Mustard? Mustard, yes, you have. Please.
Smart to, demand the condiments before giving up the information. Good negotiating tactics.
Officer Torrance, you like the films, movies?
Not so much.
Not so much. What's wrong? No. Not a keeper. Just kidding.
She's a Trekkie. Yes, she's a Trekkie. Doomsday Match.
Okay, that's hilarious. She's a Trekkie, because I'm assuming this was out before she starred in the J.J. Abrams Star Trek. That's funny.
I went.
It's like I'm being very respectful.
Man with money or man with love?
I mean, she's gonna totally think that you love her, bro. Totally, right?
Eat shit.
What?
Eat shit.
Eat shit?
Yes.
Enrique. You? No shit.
No.
Who is it? Who's telling you to ask me these things?
Oh, okay. So she does realize it's not coming from him. A man of misery.
Next. Now. She said, please, come.
Ah, that's an improvement. That's a real improvement. Bro! Careful, don't slip! Nicely done.
So, Mr. Navorsky, I have some very, very good news for you.
What?
I'm guessing it's not actually good news for him.
But you only get to go if we can establish a credible fear.
I mean, I feel like that'll be pretty easy, right?
Tonight.
Tonight. No. Okay.
I like how he paused before admitting how happy he was.
Time, have any fear of returning to your own country?
No.
Come on, that's the wrong answer. How could you not put it together? Is he just too honest? He has too much Forrest Gump in him?
I had to.
Yes, it's hard. So you're afraid?
From what?
Of all that stuff, how could you not be afraid?
Koja? Mm-hmm. No, I'm not afraid from Koja.
It is hilarious he's not playing along, though.
Thanks very much.
I'm
Thanks
afraid
very much.
from Rakuya.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Is he just sitting there watching and laughing? Also, I have never seen people be that oblivious to that many caution signs.
Around the world? And now you're telling me you're gonna spend the 4th of July with your wife?
Oh, okay. Nice little reveal. She's having an affair with a married man. It was not a romantic relationship.
You make it a habit out of listening to other people's conversations.
Only when it's a pretty girl.
Person am I? I'm rooting for the home team.
That is pretty unusual, right?
Victor Navorsky.
In English, Amelia Warren.
Well, you got a name. That's a good step.
You too. Nice to see you again.
Again.
You can be the perfect shoulder for her to cry on.
But if you'd like to grab some dinner right now, we can run right out and catch a cab.
Look at that. Immediate rebound. Right from crying on the phone to a new date.
I can't go out with you.
Oh, he's turning her down now. What is happening?
Eat alone. You ever done that before?
Wait, floor. No,
He's so let down she didn't slip. It's like, couldn't you get in trouble if you're the janitor and someone gets seriously hurt when they slip and fall? Wouldn't you be concerned? I'm taking this too seriously. It's a comedy. Oh, is that why he didn't take her out? Because he doesn't have enough money? That makes sense. Poor dude. Oh, dang it. You can't risk being away from the phone, though.
Is Cliff the manager of the Discovery Store?
Cliff.
No.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I gotta tell you that the position's been filled.
Oh.
Oh, screw you, bro. Screw you. Sorry. Just what a jerk, man. You couldn't have told him earlier? I mean, props to him for finding a way to just be so useful and valuable, you know, in some sense. He's a real worker. And a job well done, too. Did they all approach so quietly?
Look at this cornice. This is good work.
I know, it looks great, man.
Victor Nomborski.
Hire
Put him
him.
off Harry's crew, put him on mine.
Yes, yes. Look at that. And pay him well. I mean, honestly, if you approach getting a job with that mentality of working hard and being useful to other people, you know, like, you will get hired somewhere.
Welcome.
I see this.
Yeah, you did well. Have a seat.
Oh, look at this. Are they finally going to accept him?
He ain't a spy.
How do you know? He could be recording every a microphone up in his hat. I'm not going to lose my job.
Honestly, what a hilarious twist it would be if he actually is a spy.
Feel better if we x-rayed him?
Yes.
Seriously? That's not healthy, right? Can't you die from going through one of those x-ray machines? Haven't people done that with their kids?
Some salsa.
Yeah, maybe Stevie Wonder.
Okay, guys, okay.
I'm trying to think, is he mispronouncing jazz? What else could he be trying to say?
There were witnesses.
Really?
Those are sheriff's panties.
Really?
Ready?
Hurry up.
I feel like this is like Samuel Jackson saying he talked to the president in The Hateful Eight.
Do you know what saved Napoleon's life?
No.
His ego.
Did that save his life, or did that kill many other people's lives?
Okay, what?
Okay. Lunch. Would you?
He's really playing a little hard to get there, Tom Hanks. He's like, not only do you have to ask me out as a girl, you gotta ask me out twice, and then I'm gonna wait a little bit to build the suspense. I mean, wouldn't you rather go on a date with him than go out with that same married guy? I feel like that's a story of Tom Hanks' love interest in every movie, right? It's like they'll go with all the other men, just like Jenny, and then finally, when they're wounded enough, circle back to him.
Sir, I know that. How much?
$19 an hour.
I'm surprised he knows that.
Do you know that's more than I make?
Wait, what? No, no. How much does this guy make? He makes less than 19 an hour? I know this is an older movie, but I can't be that old.
I run a clearance on him. That's all I want. Well, what about a federal prison?
Oh, come on, dude. I know you're sick of dealing with this guy, but he is not a threat to anybody.
She makes me bring her back a bag.
Your mother-in-law?
Mind if I try one?
Was this dude smuggling drugs?
Well, if he's married, where's his wedding ring? And if he's divorced, who in their right mind still talks to their mother-in-law?
Pretty good. Some Sherlock Holmes observations there. Oh, now you need him. Now you need his help.
Oh.
I kind of want to see, there's no subtitles in my version. I kind of want to see what he's saying to keep the guy so calm.
The medicine stays here. I'm sorry.
That does really suck for this poor guy.
All right. Thank you, Victor. Good job. Thank you. Let's go.
Now, hold up your end of the deal there, Stanley Tucci.
That the medicine is not for his dying father.
No, no.
Then why is he so desperate?
I make mistake.
No, I feel like Tom Hanks is covering.
Why are you doing this? Huh?
Because he's trying to help the poor guy out. He's trying to help him out. He has some empathy.
Medicine for goat.
But I mean, he knows he's lying, so I'm actually surprised that he would still let him get it.
You love that goat.
Yeah, come on, dude. You can't be getting physical with this poor man.
Novorsky, Victor, the GOAT.
Oh, he's got a great little nickname too. How perfect, the GOAT. You truly are the GOAT, Tom Hanks. Okay, enough. Don't just smile at the man. Give him some free food.
People compassion, Frank. That's the foundation of this country. Yeah.
I think some people would beg to differ with that statement, but I like the lesson he's trying to teach.
Will not set one foot in New York City. Not a single toe.
What a hater.
Yeah. You don't like fish.
He just outclassed you, bro. Completely. I feel like there's some irony in having the poster say success in the background as well.
You ever feel like you're just living in an airport?
Little do you know how much he can relate to that statement. Was he gonna upgrade his wardrobe for the date? Not a bad idea. I mean, you got enough rehearsal in. Hopefully you don't mess up the line. Or if you do it in a cute way.
Sorry.
Was that all to steer her in the proper direction?
Will you watch where you're going?
Oh, wow. Perfectly to fall into his arms. Looks pretty fancy. It's about as romantic as you can get in an airport, right? Wait, really? You get some free entertainment. Short and sweet. Well done.
And most of the men I've dated think I'm 27. But no,
How old was she when she acted this movie? I'm actually curious now.
I've been waiting my whole life.
I like how much he's opening up, you know, to him on this date here.
I'm so sorry.
Come on, you have the answer right in front of you. And look at this! How could you walk past that amazing talent?
So I wait.
All frequent flyers feel the same way you do, Victor.
I mean, not exactly. He literally lives here.
More than anything, I'm sure that's Victor. Ready?
Oh, good for her! Way to go. Oh, they're watching him on his date. How invasive. I mean, give this man a raise already. He's working overtime, solo on the job, taking the initiative, everything. That's not a ring, is it? No way.
He waits for you to answer. That Sbarro.
I mean, has he even talked to her himself? I feel like we're jumping ahead a few steps. Oh, look at that. Some non-verbal romance. No way! It actually was a full-on proposal? Good for them. That's crazy. Good for you, Enrique. You better give Tom Hanks all the food he wants. He literally did the courtship for you, man.
Why Victor Navorsky?
I mean, is that any of your business, bro?
You don't lie.
You told me you were delayed. You never said it was for 9 months.
I mean, he told you later that he lived at the airport. I am curious what this is going to be. I mean, something he was building, right? Dang. What an impressive romantic gesture.
Did you escape from an institution?
What? Is that what she was told? You've got to be kidding me. Or is she just making assumptions?
Fine, Benny Golson. Is him right name to Putin Kim.
Oh, wow. I'm Talk about some beautiful lighting here. It's like not since Minority Report has Spielberg gotten rim lighting that perfect. How rare has that got to be in the history of airports throughout all time? How many times have people found love at an airport? Like, the percentage rates of that have got to be insane.
The war is over.
Dang. But is he going to be able to get to go to New York before he goes home? He is so overjoyed and it's awesome.
It's a pass, Victor. A one-day
No way!
emergency visa with your name on it.
Everything he wanted! Everything he wanted! Dang, we're skipping right ahead to the happily ever after, pretty much.
I'm sorry. I'm running late.
Oh, come on! Was he the friend who had a connection who helped her out? Big mistake. You won't get better than Forrest Gump, I'm telling you.
Victor?
Put that red stamp away. It's the green one today.
What do you have here?
He has a get out of jail free card.
Be signed by the supervising officer.
Dixon.
Oh, great. Forge the signature.
I think I want to go New York City.
Don't make this difficult, Vic.
Come on. Sign the paper.
I'll have to deport him.
I will go home.
I mean, look at that. He's willing to give it all up for his friends.
Walk out those doors that you'll fight with them. Why don't you fight?
Because he's saving you guys.
There's something you should know.
Oh, good. Tell him the real reason. The friends at least deserve to know, like, how great Victor is. Whistling and putting his feet up on a desk like a true villain. Is he trying to stop the plane? Bro. He's not even on that one. What's going on here? Do they see him on the runway?
I'm going home!
Dang, what a sacrifice in return from Gupta. But still, everybody else is still being threatened with their jobs. Do we really need that much of a response for a janitor with a mop?
Do you have an appointment?
I mean, he is the true celebrity of this airport.
Going home. He's going for the front door. He's going out to the city.
What?
I mean, he has the entire staff on his side. I mean, just seeing this type of solidarity is inspiring. Oh, how perfect is that?
Good luck.
Your men have turned on you, bro. You have no authority here. Bane might as well put his hand on your shoulder and be like, do you feel in charge?
Arrest him! Arrest him! God!
It's like Russell Crowe in The Gladiator, right? Like the Emperor may hate you, but you've won the whole crowd. You have the true power. Now you just need your girl to come running after you in the snow. And then it's the perfect comedic ending. Is it gonna be her? I mean, talk about perfect timing. I mean, what are you gonna do? Fire literally everybody who works here?
Everybody inside. Everybody inside. Come on, let's go.
Good call. Good call. Let it go.
Let's do Killer Joe. It worked all right last night, so we'll try. Oh, just, yes.
I mean, great lighting in here, I will say that.
Sign your name, please. Oh, well, can I do it a little later?
No, come on, just sign it, bro. It'll take 2 seconds. I mean, mission accomplished, man. Mission accomplished. And you had to work for that success. Your father would be so proud, man. He really would. Oh, we got a little signature here at the credits. Interesting. I like that. All right, so that is The Terminal. Well, that movie was not exactly what I expected it to be, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it was comedic, but there's actually a fair amount of drama and just, I don't know, like humanity and character growth and just circumstantial struggle that I didn't exactly expect. Like, it wasn't maybe, it was very funny and it was silly, but it was grounded in some real heart, which I guess shouldn't be a surprise for a Spielberg movie, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, I'm sure it'll be amusing for people watching at the beginning of the reaction. You know, here I am thinking that Tom Hanks is putting on this fake accent. You know, no, that's really the character. I was just surprised. I'm so used to seeing Tom Hanks. You know, it's just the all-American guy. I guess it was just something unexpected for me. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. He is a very talented actor. Of course, he can have range, you know, and play different characters from all around the world. But that was just a fun surprise for me. So that was unexpected. And, you know, just overall, I think that I enjoyed seeing Victor get to connect and earn the respect and just have the entire airport on his side, essentially, except for, of course, the evil Stanley Tucci, who that was another surprise for me as well. I guess maybe because I'm such a fan of his as an actor, and I think that he did an excellent job in this, but I don't think I've seen him in a movie like play the full-on antagonist. But he did a great job. I thought he balanced a good tone of being villainous, but not, you know, pure evil. You know, just clearly a guy kind of like, I'm blanking on the name of the character, but the casino owner in Ocean's 11, played by Andy Garcia, who's really, really good in that movie. He had a similar energy where he's kind of like this tough guy, a stickler for the rules, just all about business, and has his priorities flipped, which, you know, is kind of made very clear in that conversation he had, you know, from his former boss, who was kind of talking about, you know, the importance for sympathy and the human connection. Clearly something that his character was lacking, which, as a nice foil and contrast, our protagonist of this movie, you know, Victor, of course, you know, had nothing but heart and empathy and human decency. And not only heart, but I really like just how, as someone put in this tough situation, like how he didn't waste any time really feeling sorry for himself or complaining, or, you know, immediately he just, like, his instinct was to find a way to become useful, find a way to survive. You know, he made friends fairly organically. You know, he never, you know, was moping around because things were unfair for him. And obviously, you know, things were in such a terrifying state with his home country. You know, despite all that stuff, he kept such a level head and was just trying to help people out. I also liked the romance with Amelia. I was kind of expecting more of your generic romantic comedy type romance. Just, oh, you meet a flight attendant, you're stuck at the airport. Of course, you're going to fall in love with the flight attendant and have this cute little romance. But it was deeper than that. I mean, I like how they bonded over, you know, some historical knowledge and talking about Napoleon. But I really like how it ended where they didn't end up together. And I guess that's kind of the opposite of the crowd pleaser, you know, especially in a movie that's not, you know, it's kind of silly and fun. You would kind of expect more of a feel-good, perfect, happy ending. But I really like how that wasn't the direction they took for her character. It just felt realistic, you know, like it felt like something that could very, you know, Amelia, at least to me, kind of struck me as a lost soul, someone who, you know, was clearly dissatisfied with some aspects of their life, in particular with the romantic aspect of her life. And then I think she recognized kind of what made Victor so different, you know, some of that genuine wholesomeness and just virtue in his type of a person. And I like that because even though that she could recognize that and how he was someone different, someone who could probably provide, probably a much more rewarding long-term relationship, I'm assuming, it's not so easy to break free, when you're stuck in a pattern of behavior, which she clearly seemed to be, just because you meet someone who possibly is an answer, sometimes it's still too hard to break free and to do something different. And it takes a lot of courage to and hard work too, to kind of escape the inertia of some of your mistakes. So it was sad. It was sad that she didn't end up with him. I think that they could have been happy together. But I like that. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just a sucker for the bittersweet endings. I tend to favor those things in movies, but it was a surprise for me, especially in a movie that was generally very lighthearted and fun. And just I love the enthusiasm that Victor had, and the he really wore his heart on his sleeve in a way, which was very admirable. And the amount of just passion he had and his purpose of doing something for his father, like the fact that he was willing to struggle so hard to kind of honor his family's memory, and the sacrifices he made for his friends at the airport, and just following this character for the entire runtime of the movie and seeing him struggle and make mistakes and have setback after setback and just work hard for him to finally, in the last scene of the movie, complete his mission and go home. It's hard not to feel like just that warm wave of like relief and satisfaction and just victory at last. And I think it's really important that the entire movie was just basically setback and dilemma and struggle and this poor guy trying to make things happen. Even the fact that he didn't make friends right away. It's not like he was stuck at the airport and just immediately he had this circle. Like at first he had to kind of win over their trust, win over their respect, and then gradually we got to that moment. But I just thought that that's the way you want to have character development in a movie for the most part. That makes it much more rewarding and rich, as opposed to just when someone gets what they want right away or things are too easy for them. Yeah, but I really enjoyed this movie. Definitely something different. Like it had some feel-good moments, but not in the same way that I got from movies, even other Spielberg movies like E.T. But it reminds me maybe closest, the Spielberg movie I can think of offhand that is one of my favorites, actually. I haven't reacted to it. I watched it a long time ago, but Catch Me If You Can. It reminded me, that was the closest where there's a good balance of kind of comedy and drama. And it, to just classify it as a comedy or romantic comedy almost does a disservice, at least to the genre. Like there's a lot more to it than that. But I don't know, I enjoyed this movie. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Like I mentioned, we'll be doing more Spielberg, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of that. Full reactions are on Patreon. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero. Oh, and also, quick question before I go, just a fun one. Airport horror stories. I think what did I say I was going to talk about? Oh, yes, I have been pulled aside at the airport. For some reason, my ticket was flagged. I was traveling with my whole family, and for some reason, like mine was just randomly flagged. Like you couldn't do I couldn't check in ahead of time, and they pulled me aside. Like I don't know, it was just a random flagging. And so before I boarded the plane, like this was after security. It was a weird thing. And I forget exactly what they called it, but after I was past security, they told me I had to go in and like check in at the front desk at my gate early ahead of time. So I did that. And then they took me in and they like patted me down and like searched me and like asked me a few questions. It was very casual. Like I didn't feel intimidated at all. I think it was like two just not even flight attendants. I don't know. I guess they were security at the airport, but asked me a few things, and then I just got to board the flight early. So I got to feel like I had a first class ticket. I just got early boarding, got to sit there. The rest of my family didn't get on for like another 30 minutes. You know how long it can be like boarding the plane, but I was just comfortable, all set up. So I was like, hey, you guys can flag my ticket anytime if that's what it entails. But airport horror stories. If you have an airport horror story, like I'm sure no one was stuck at the airport as long as Tom Hanks here, but what was your worst experience at the airport? I'm trying to think. I've had some pretty bad experiences, but nothing too interesting. I feel like just, classic, like flight delayed problems. One time, I think my brother and I were flying when we were in high school, and our flight got delayed, I think like 3 different times. And one of the times everyone even boarded onto the plane and then we had to get off. There was some engine problem. So that was pretty frustrating. There was one time where I was flying with my older brother, and we were both under 18. I think he was 16. I was maybe like 14. And we had to fly because we were flying without our parents. We had to like check in with someone who was responsible for us, like someone with the airline. I forget what airline it was. This was a long time ago, but I remember we both like walked away from her. Like she wasn't staying close with us. And we both wanted to go get food. So we just left. We didn't talk to her or anything. She was like being a bad babysitter. And then she found us later. She was so panicked. Where'd you guys go? You guys just took off without telling us. And we were so, I don't know, just like dumb or not paying attention. We didn't even like do it like sneaking off. We were just like, let's go get some food. Okay. We were just like, oh, we just went to go get food. Like you weren't right next to us. So we just took off. So that poor lady probably talks about that story as like the time the kids ran away from her. But yeah, that's my airport stuff. Nothing too interesting. If you have something better, please let me know in the comments down below. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.